Hello everyone, it's Serpent, and welcome back to another episode in Serpent Land. In the last episode, we fixed the tunnel bore once and for all. Yeah, I said it. It's never going to break ever again. That's right. Anyway, and in this episode, I want to make myself a Chisel Bits room, because that is something I do use a lot, but I don't have, because we've been using that little hut up there. And it's not bad, but I want something else. I want a better room. So before we do that, I want to test something out with this. Why would I have a golden pick, you may ask? And rightly so. And why would I be giving it such good enchantments? Another good question. Well, I want to test something out, and it's going to be pretty interesting. It could be a big waste of materials, or it could be a big time saver. So apparently I need to go get some more experience, which is a pain, but I can do that. So I'm going to go farm some skellies up there or something, and then hopefully we'll have enough XP when I get back. Well, I've got 10 levels. It's close to being enough. Yeah, okay, 10 levels more. Well, okay, 5 more levels from here. So it's no longer nighttime, which is the problem. So I'm going to have to go out and kill some pigs, I guess. Alright, I have scoured the lands for enough XP to do this. And there we go. Silk Touch, Efficiency 5, Mending, and Unbreaking 3. Yeah, that's a pretty good pick. So, let's start testing stuff out. Can it insta-mine? No, but it's pretty quick. So, I'm guessing it would probably insta-mine with Haste 1, which we can test out in a moment. But, you may be wondering what the point of all this is, because it's still not a very good pick. It's going to break after just a few uses, even if it is very quick. So, if we head up to the villager area, over here, which it apparently takes me a while to get to, longer than I was expecting. So, this thing has mending on it, and mending is XP to durability, really. So, let's grab some redstone. I need to unlock some trades. Come on. Ooh, I'll take some glowstone. Okay. So it's XP to durability, right? And here we have XP. So, what I want to know, and apparently I don't have enough emeralds to test, is will this work? Can I go around mining, and then when my pick gets low, give myself some XP? So, I'm going to head down to the bottom here, maybe over here, somewhere around this. What level? Okay, this is a good Y level then. I'm going to just mine into the wall here and see how this goes. So I've mined a good long while. Well, not that long, but enough to get my pick down. Huh. Not bad, I suppose. Yeah. I think that would probably work. Not sure how well it would work with Instamine though, since the durability would probably go down extremely fast with that. So I'll need to test that, but I think I'll do it in a creative world, because it's pretty hard to test stuff when you don't have the materials for it. So I'm going to go into a creative world and test it. Aha! I am in the in said creative world, and if we, whoops, yeah, if we plop that down, and then oops, also need some of this. Okay, haste. Hello. Hello. Take it. Take the iron ingot. Oh. Okay. I worry about me sometimes. Yeah. Okay, we need to place it underneath the sky, obviously. So, let's plop this down like so. And now if we get haste right there, good. Yeah, Instamine. So, oh, where'd they go? Weird. Okay. So, this is pretty good. Not bad. It's probably going to be a little bit stressful for people. If I was to use this, it would probably be a little bit stressful trying to keep the pick alive, because you do have to splash yourself pretty often. But yeah, this is something I could get used to. I don't know. Doesn't seem like too bad an idea, really. Oh, I missed some XP. I'm probably wasting XP bottles here too. One thing you should remember though is because this is a gold pick, if you try to actually mine any resources, nope. Oh, wow, that was only one XP bottle, and gave me the whole pick back. Nice. Anyway, that's basically what I wanted to test. It's pretty cool, actually. Not a bad way of doing things. So I just built that little platform quickly. I know those the platforms aren't really too fancy. They're pretty simple, but they're not supposed to be fancy. They're supposed to be little mining platforms that people set up here temporarily to get around the place, or something like that. And that's not really something that people would put a lot of detail into. It does bug me sometimes that it's not really beautiful, though, I have to admit. Anyway, I'm just putting the visual supports in, like so, and now I think we can oops. I think we can actually build the bridge. But once again, I need to get back up there. Yeah, that's pretty stupid looking. Yeah, that looks a lot better. This one doesn't bulge it up in the middle. Oh yeah, I now remember why I put all these pad things on the top. Platforms, whatever. Anyway, so I need to put those on. Let's see if I have the blueprint anywhere. I think it would be in here, right? I do believe, yeah. This thing. Okay. This has nothing I want. This has nothing I want. And this has what I want. Okay. How much of what I want? A lot. Okay. So that should be enough for me to finish off the bridge, and then we can actually get stuff going. I did actually have to move that platform up there because I built the bridge so wonkily. Anyway, I shall finish off the platforming of the bridge. So, that might not look like a lot of work, and it isn't. But the number of times I fell off this thing while building it is extraordinary. Anyway, that really makes it take longer when you have to walk up every 3 blocks. Anyway, I think we need to widen this tunnel out a bit because it's not very big. And then, of course, we need to continue it because it ends here. But then we can actually start building the room, which will be fun. Also, you might notice that there's a little ridge there. That's how I'm getting up. You see, I'm doing that, and I think that's a pretty neat little way of getting up because it's very unobtrusive. Actually, that block is a good block. It needs to stay. Anyway, yeah, I think that's a cool, unobtrusive way to do things. Anyway, back to digging out the tunnel. On second thought, a lot of second guessing around here. Anyway, on second thought, I was thinking that while we're at it, we should probably make a very long-awaited bridge from here up to the surface. Because we have one from the ground up into the network, but we don't have one from the network up into the surface. And that's something that causes me to use that ladder. And I hate that ladder, and I want to tear it down and throw all the ladders into a pile of lava. And I can't do that yet, and that's not acceptable. We need to be able to throw ladders away. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, basically from here to there. Go! Now that's what I call a rope. That looks mighty fine, mighty fine. It remains to be seen whether it actually works or not, so let's test that out. Looking good. Looking good. Excellent. Excellent. Uh-oh. Trapped. Yeah, that's great. That is really spectacular, because now, instead of climbing up that ladder all the way, I can actually just walk up to the surface, which is absolutely amazing, because that was hideous. And now, I believe we have something to do. Mwahahaha! Take that ladder. Yes. Burn. There we go. Okay. Great. I am very pleased with that result. Now we can move back to the cave. And not just yet. Okay. So, one thing I wanted to say was, a cool thing about these bridges is that now, since we have a lot of them, so since we have a lot of them, you can go from the topmost bridge, from this one. If you're in the middle of this one, you can say I want to get to my place over there. I can jump down onto this one, and then run across this one for a couple steps, and then jump down into here, and that's pretty cool. I can now actually start jumping from rope to rope, which is something I thought would be really fun and interesting when I thought of the idea. So that's fun and interesting. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm really pleased with that rope, by the way. It came out very nicely. It's got a nice curve. Yeah. So now I think we can go on to the Chisel Bits cave. I have dug out and almost prepared the cave. There's still a little bit of dirt right here because I ran out of stone, but that should be fixed in just a moment. And that's because I want to do a little bit of a different style than the one we have been using, which is, of course, the rustic everywhere look. Hold on. That was bugging me. Anyway, we'll need to dig up the floor anyway, so that doesn't matter. And I'm not entirely sure what to do with this, how to do this, but we should be able to figure it out readily. Basically, I want it to be light in here because working in the dark is a pain. And I was also thinking of using that because I sort of want to use water. So we've got a little bit of a sandwich right there. That doesn't cover up the glowstone very well. What if I put more? No, that doesn't help. Okay, whatever. It's pretty good anyway. So, obviously that's really annoying to stand on, just that. So then, I came up with, which one of these turns invisible? This, and if you place it just right, hold on, we have to do placement. It's hard to see because it's invisible. What if I do that? No. What if I do that? No. What if I do that? No. you have to place it in precisely the right place, otherwise it fails miserably. Oh wait, that's right, except that, oh, what just happened? Anyway, that was right, except that I realize it has to be placed on the correct level as well. That's a bit of a problem. Not that. So, I guess we could have, let me up. Let me up. Okay. Sob. Okay, I guess we could have this. This would work. Or we could bring that up. Hold on, are they on the same block though? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think so. No. Slight issue there. Let's see. We could put this directly on the next block down. Hold on. That there, right? Yeah. Okay. So we could put this directly on this block over here. Hold on. Where's my glowstone? Here we go. And draw a region. Now I forget where's the block end. Okay, so we'd want to go 3 down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and there's our and there's our plane. Okay, so then on top of that we could we could put the glass and then the water, and that would be pretty close. I think that would work fine. Yeah, that would be a fairly nice little floor. But then I also want to be able to go down in places, so I'm not so sure whether this would work after all. It's a little bit tricky in that regard. Yeah, because I want if I have the table in the middle of the room, say, then I want to be able to go down and reach the bottom of the structure a little, and that can't be done on a flat floor. I suppose we could probably just figure something out when that comes around. That would be fun. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So, get away. He wasn't supposed to get that far. Okay, so I've dug out the floor area, and now I'm just going to start putting in these things right here. Having done a small portion of the room, I do think this should be a little bit lower, because that is very, very vibrant. Even that is pretty darn bright. Yeah, not so sure about this now. We may need to figure out a different design for the floor. I'm trying iron doors, iron trapdoors, that is, and I think they look pretty good. I like them. They sort of dull the vibrancy of the floor below, so I think we'll be going with this, at least somewhat. Probably not the whole way, we'll have to mix it up with something, of course, but this looks pretty good. So we're going to go with this as the base floor. Well, that's some of the floor done. I ran out of iron, so I couldn't finish the rest, but I don't think that'll be a problem, because we definitely need to split this up. It's not bad looking. Well, okay, at the moment it's terrible looking. If I used wooden trapdoors, I wonder how would it look. I need to try that. Hold on, I need to swap over to wooden trapdoors for a second. Yeah, that looks better, but I still think, well, obviously we still need to split it up. So I'm thinking only the rim should be trapdoors, because it's a lot more obvious and noisy than I was expecting. And maybe the rim around the pedestal in the middle that will be holding the thing as well. What's it called? The thing we're working on. Yeah, good words. Okay, so now we need to figure out something to go in the middle. and I'm not so sure about that. Yeah. Tricky stuff, tricky stuff. It would be, it might be nice to keep the water. I do like the water, but I'm not sure. That would probably, maybe. We can try that. So I suppose what we could do is make a little metal grate, perhaps. I don't want to make everything too noisy, though, because otherwise it'll be difficult to do the chisel and bits. I don't want it to, get me out, help, okay, yeah. I don't want it to be, I don't want it to impede my chisel and bitting, because that would be, that would defeat the purpose of making a chisel and bits room. So, it would be nice if it was a clean color, a clean sort of thing, and the water, I think, is relatively clean. I could deal with that, but if there was something weird and violently detailed on the top, that would make it very uncomfortably unpleasant. So we want to avoid that, obviously. There is always the option of, not that, come on, which way is it? This, apparently. There's always this option. Why did I have that in my inventory? Weird. Huh. And where's the schematic? Anyway, okay. Whatever. But there's always that option. I don't know, though. No. No, get me out. Okay. Yeah, so there's that option. Then we could also make something new. We could make some sort of grate, maybe a wooden grate on top of the water, but once again, I don't want it to be too detailed because that's annoying. We could put glass on top. That would be lazy and unimaginative, but it could work. Let me try that. That actually looks quite good, except there are lines. Now, if we say chiseled out the lines, we'd be left with that, and that's not so pleasant either. Still, though, it's not bad. It's not terrible, at least. Maybe ice would work better, but I don't have any of that. That could be arranged, though. Ice. I wonder if the ice bits would be slippery, though. That would be annoying. One more thing I do want to try, though. Okay, whatever. One more thing that I do want to try, though, is using normal glass, clear glass on this, because we can chisel the rims out on that, and it'll work. Scooch. Okay. So we have some here, and if we say do that, that didn't work, right? It's hard to tell. No, that didn't work. Apparently I did 2 layers there. Okay. And then over here to over here. There we go. Then we could chisel out these lines, I think. Like that. And I'll do this for all of them. So there's that. I think that would work. Although it's a little bit repetitive. Not there. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit repetitive, of course. But then all repeated textures are, and I don't think it would be less repetitive if it was in the, if it had the rims. Villager noises. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure. This could win. This could be a winner. Let's see. Hold on, I'm trying to. Okay. For some reason I had trouble finding that, even though even though I found it the whole time. Okay, so then I'd like to put a rim on it, probably out of cobblestone, because cobblestone goes nicely with stuff. Not there. Here we go. There we go. No, not there we go. Now we go. Okay, so pop that down and then grab that. Uh-oh, out of space. Sigh. Okay. So, what's this in? Draw region now. Okay. Let's see. Boy, that was exactly what I wanted. Okay. I'm going to have trouble with this because of these things. Okay. And because I can't see anything. So, let's try that. And I don't know if that'll fit up with the glass nicely, but let's try it anyway. All along here. Yeah, I think this is going to work. Maybe over here as well, and then over here, and over here. Perhaps I should be doing this where there's glass, except that there isn't glass. Okay. But yeah, I like that. I'm going to do that all the way around. Well, I like the rim. It's just way too noisy. I can see that's going to be an issue. We could try white stained glass, or just go back to the blue stuff, because that seemed to work. Although of course we wouldn't be able to use the we wouldn't be able to get rimless blue glass, but I think that could be put up with. I'll try some white glass, and then we can see how that works out. Oh, sigh. Hate it when these bags fill up. Let's see, what can I get rid of? Maybe this stuff, or definitely this. And what's in here? A bunch of stone. Okay, I think that'll work, right? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'll do the white glass stuff. It doesn't really look so good. Also, the rim unfortunately doesn't look so good with the with the rimless glass. Well, with the rimmed glass, because well, it overshadows the rim of the glass, and that doesn't look good, unfortunately. There we go, I think. Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately that doesn't look so good with the rim. But the I do think the regular blue glass looked pretty good with the water and everything, so I'm going to just go back to that once I get rid of all this stuff. Of course, not that. Yeah, that on its own really just looks the best. Ignore that, by the way. We had a small accident. Yeah. So this it is, really. Anyway, so now we need to decorate the room a bit, and I suppose we also need to put a pedestal in. It's a little bit wonky, this room. That's a tad annoying. But yeah, we can put the pedestal in, and I don't think we're going to be doing something too fancy. Maybe just I don't know. For a moment there, I sounded like I knew what I was doing. It was a glorious moment. What if I do that? Go away. Okay, so what if I do that, and then I bring it up to the full block, whatever that is. Sigh. So hard to tell. And then when we get there, if I put a hold on, plane. What if I do that? Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I think the water spout needs to go all the way down to the bottom. Whoops, not plane. Draw on region. Sigh. So hard to get anything. Let's see. Nah. Okay, I'm going to... Okay, sorry. I'm going to try and get the spout down. Well, that seemed to do it. It looks pretty good now, and thankfully enough, all those items have despawned. There does seem to be a bit of a visual glitch down at the bottom. That's all water down there. There's no glass, so that's a little weird. But I do like the table. We could probably do some more to it, but I have a feeling we're running out of time. And before we go, I do want to do one more thing. Aha! I just sort of skipped through the actual building of him because we are really out of time, and I don't know how interesting that would be. I want to get him a little bit higher up, maybe that, and I also need him to orient himself correctly in my inventory, sort of like that. Well, I mean that's the correct way to orient yourself. Oops, to orient him, except that it's a little bit high up in a corner. There we go. That's pretty good. Perhaps he needs to be bigger, but I think not. So the only thing left to do. I know this isn't really that finished, and this was probably that was probably supposed to be the main focus of the episode, but we did do a lot of other stuff, and we'll finish that off some other time. Yeah, and at least it's functional. Anyway, so we need to name him. So let's head on over to the anvil, and while I think of a creative name, Squelches. Yeah, sure. Unpronounceably weird. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Squelches and I will see you next time. Hopefully, he looks so cute then. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.